at home, but it didn't cook properly because it gets quite wet at the bottom. Cook about half a bag, put cheese on it. Very, very nice cheese sauce, but you sort of dip between 2 layers of pastry. Absolutely lovely sort of. You need about a bag of it though. It cooks down quite a bit. Very tasty though.
Same as spinach.
Yeah, but it's got more of a texture to it.
All years in Scotland we used to sort of collect it for the hens.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, they love their hens.
I've actually got it at the bottom of my garden. It's kind of there's a point where I can't eat enough of it. It just ends up taking over. But later on in the year, you can also make a tea with it. You've got a nice bit of strawberries starting here. I don't know if it makes fruit, so some strawberries don't actually make fruit. You get sterile strawberries. So there's a bit of ground elder. But in Britain, if you tried eating it as a salad vegetable, you'd notice how stringy it was. The reason they can eat it in Canada is when a week or so after, when it's had snow on it for a good while, and then the snow thaws, it's really soft and easy to eat. For us to eat that, you have to shred it up, chop it up quite a bit, and it's still quite, if you have a look at it, it's quite hairy, and the stringiness to it, it's too, but this, you rub it like that, and when you get a sting or a bite, quite a strong anti-inflammatory with it, and it stops, kind of just rub it on like that.
Where did you pick that?
Here, it's extremely common.
What was it? What is it called?
Ribwort plantain.
Have you ever put it in the freezer?
Flowers coming out.
To
never
soften
tried.
the leaves.
That could probably work, yeah. Daisy, a lot of people don't realise daisy petals are perfectly edible, but they're a bit tasteless. If you mix it in with a bit of dandelion, it's actually quite a nice salad. And you've spent no resources growing it.
I've got dozens in my garden.
It's quite easy to pick.
So what do you take the petals off the?
No, you just the rosette.
Yeah.
The leaves that look like lamb's lettuce.
Oh.
You just sort of mix them in with the salad, a bit of dandelion. It's fine.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Simple salad. So,
yeah.
Which didn't take kind of a trip to the shops or.
No.
Well, I don't know about you, but my lettuces at the moment are like this big and are struggling because they haven't been a bit too cold to germinate properly. So, but now it's perfectly, makes a perfectly nice salad. Bit of dandelion, bit of daisy, perfectly nice. It's packed with anti-inflammatories. It's packed with anti-cancer things. It's some of the best. The nicest way of eating it, I find, is if you toast it a little bit over a fire until the stings have gone. The reason I can handle this with my bare hand is I'm that used to picking nettles. I'm immune to the stings of it.
You do get used to it, don't
you?
You
do get used to it, yeah. For those which aren't used to picking it, what I used to teach my kids to pick them, get a coat, put your coat on backwards, like that, right, sit, and then pick it with your coat, put it in your nettle like that. Then you don't, and then when you get your, I just pulled up the roof of that one, because I'm used to soil it, just do that, easy. Well, that is a superfood everyone should eat on a regular basis. When people say, oh yeah, I've tried nettle soup, it was horrible, it was muddy, it was this thick green gunk, it's because they haven't had it cooked properly. Because it's such a strong taste, and it's packed with vitamins and minerals, you only actually need a small amount. What I've picked there that's enough for one person and a potato soup. You don't need an awful lot of it. You mix it in with potatoes, or if you're really lucky, a bit of thistle, or another soup. You don't cook. Because I've seen people, they cook and get a huge bag of it, they liquidise it, and that's the soup. No, that'll take revolting. That'll just far, far too strong. It'd probably make quite a good plant feed with lots. Some people eat this raw. I wouldn't, because you know what it feels though, don't most people, don't you?
When it's young, it's all good.
I like to
really
toast
young,
it
it's got-
until all the spines have gone. Or you just chop it up really fine and then just chuck it in the soup. Just gives a bit of green, nice green kind of fresh taste to it. So
Try that.
Right.
It's really,
Oh, I see, yeah.
you
It's
can
really-
chop it to get rid of the
Love it, that's it, all right.
because the texture's
Really use the stalks as
the really young stuff's all right.
when it's young enough. Yeah, when it gets too tall, it's just too stringy. You just use
Yeah.
the leaves.
That's fine.
You can make
Yeah.
a coffee
That's
out
nice.
of seed.
It's not too bad.
This, however, is a very nice edible. Very common, especially as rough on the edges of buildings, on the edges of paths. You frequently see it be getting sprayed by councils. This is smooth sow thistle. There's 3 different varieties of sow thistle. Prickly sow thistle, quite as longer spines and prickly bits on the edges. Smooth sow thistle and perennial sow thistle. Oh, there's a woodlouse, you can eat that, you know. Tastes like prawns. Put him back now. One little woodlouse isn't much of a
Any
deal.
cooking instructions for them or just
It's on the packet.
have got the E numbers in them?
This, what we do in our house, and my kids absolutely love it, chop it up fine, deep fry it, put a little bit of brown sugar and a bit of soya sauce on it, and it tastes just like the seaweed you get in Chinese restaurants. We used to live in Stoke-on-Trent in the middle of, and we got there's quite a lot of that in the streets. We went on holiday. I gave my kids proper seaweed, and they said, we don't like this one. We want the one that you get in Stoke. And I was like, what, you prefer? They actually prefer this to proper seaweed. So,
What, soy sauce and...
brown sugar. You fry it till it's crispy. It also makes a reasonably good sort of cabbage substitute. But it's got more iodine and minerals in it than normal cabbage. It also doesn't have that cabbagey taste. It's got more of a smoother. It's almost seaweed-like,
So
but it's
have
a
a lot-
very, very nice edible.
So, you
Because I can get this for free, I tend to use this instead of garlic. It grows in the wood at the bottom of my house, so I just kind of just get on the wellies and go for a little wander and just have a little. And it's so strong though. And you make like pesto with it. You just mix it with vinegar and a bit of absolutely gorgeous. One of my favourite plants. This is. Will probably be about the size of a breadfruit. However, when it chooses to grow somewhere, it tends to like finding its root on the bricks. So even if I had permission to dig that up, I'd probably spend about 2 hours trying to dig it up and be cursed by the end of it. The root, yes, and it's good eating. It tastes really pleasant. It's used as a staple food source in. Yeah.
17p.
Should be. However, you've got to get there's quite a few things which are quite furry. Don't get it mixed up with foxglove.
Yeah, I know.
Foxglove does the leaves, and foxglove do that. And it doesn't have much of a root of foxglove. With this has like a huge root on it.
And it only grows over
But
2 years.
if you're digging it up, if you're digging it up from the wild, expect to find bricks.